YouTube, hi, how are y'all doing? Welcome back to Cloud9 Intuitive. My name is Janine and I am here to do a message for whoever needs it. I will call signs if I see signs in the cards, and we're just going to go ahead and hop into it. I do want to welcome you guys all to, first of all, Patreon, where I do a whole host of other readings. So if you like my work, it is free to become a member, and there's also an option for a paid tier that has more access to more readings. And then also I started a new YouTube channel. It's called Cloud9 Affirmations. If you are into white noise subliminals or brown noise subliminals, please join me over in that space. There are already 2 tracks up. I don't use AI for any of it. I'd love for y'all to join me so that we can help to reprogram our mindsets together. Let's go ahead and hop into a message for whoever needs it. This obviously will not resonate with anyone. Hopefully the messages that are for you will find you. This is timeless, so whenever it finds you, if it resonates, it is for you. Let's see what wants to come out here. I hope you guys are all doing well. Let's see. Oh, interesting. Some of you are just tired of the responsibility. You've been getting a lot of responsibility. You might feel like there's a lot that's on your shoulders, and it could be making you a little bit rigid. Like, I don't know. It could be making you feel a little bit rigid and like a little bit alone in the world. Like there's nobody helping you out with something. I feel like there's help on the way, a new connection that's coming in, maybe new community that's going to come in and serve you. There's also I'm getting, if you don't ask, no one is going to know that you need. No one's going to know what you need or that you need. So there's something here about making sure that you are asking. What they say, a closed mouth don't get fed. Closed mouth don't get fed. So if you're feeling like overwhelmed by responsibility or being the only one that's showing up for something, like you're the only sibling that's showing up for your parents, or you're the only person at work who's showing up for a particular project, you have to ask for what you need. Make people aware that you're feeling overwhelmed here. Ooh, I'm going to take those. Yeah. The cosmic womb, the divine feminine. This is the energy of receiving. Yeah, like, thank you. You heard that. You heard the truck reversing, right? It's like back up a few steps and be like, hey, I think we missed a part in the process where you help out. Or, you know what I mean? Where, like, maybe I took on too much at the beginning, but I'm here to say, hey, I took on too much at the beginning. Maybe you can help assist. Get ready to receive, get open to receive, and do not be a martyr in this situation. You're being asked to not, now is not the time for martyrdom. We just had, I know I said this is timeless, but as I'm recording this, we just had an Aries full moon, and it was really a time to affirm the I am, affirm what you need, and affirm what you need in relation to what you're able to give to others. Let me see if there's any 1010. Yeah, that cycle is over. I see 1010 glaring right in front of me. 1010. I also see 66. I see 44. I see 33. So any of those numbers you could be seeing. But this is like, I think you maybe like, it's very possible that you overcommitted to something, or like you like overextended yourself in a certain area. Let's see. We're gonna use the Fountain Tarot. But it's like that's coming, it's not sustainable for you. It's not sustainable at all. Let's see. You have the Judgment card. Yeah. And then you have the High Priestess. This is using your discernment, your higher knowing, your intuition. Like, you know. Like you might have been keeping it a secret. You could have been suffering in silence here, but it's like, no, this is all coming out right now. But it's coming out right now so that you don't actually so that you don't have to suffer. It might feel a little bit awkward. You might feel like well, then they're not going to think that I'm great at what I do, or they're like, it's going to call into question your ability, your skill, whatever. But it's actually going to like almost like position you so that you can do what you do really well, even better. So that you can show up, yeah, so that you can show up better, more balanced, more harmoniously. Because like there's a certain, like this is a certain energy, like if you start bringing a lot of resentment to work, it starts to show within you, like in your output. If you bring a lot of resentment to like family obligations, it starts to it's you can tell, right? And it's almost like the happier you are, the more all of what needs to get done, what needs to be accomplished is going to be like, it's going to be easier to get it done, to get it accomplished, to achieve your goals, or like the overarching goal. Yeah, I feel very much like you're asking someone to step up. You've been patient here. You've been very patient. And also you've invested a lot. Yeah, that's the Ace of Swords. That's clear. You got to tell the truth. You got to tell the truth to sort of break out of this cycle. But you've invested a lot here. You could have invested a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of energy, whatever. And it's like you've been very patient, like waiting for that. Waiting for maybe someone else to also make an investment, or for your return on investment to show up. They're like, okay, I'm going to take on all these extra projects, and that's going to put me in line for this promotion. And you're like, wait, they didn't even consider me for the promotion, but I did all these extra projects. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, maybe they have no idea that you are interested in a promotion. They just think you like doing what you do. You know what I mean? They just think you need a little bit of overtime. So there's something here about you having to assert yourself. What else wants to come out for this? Thank you. And you have the Star and the Fool. Beautiful. The Star, the Fool, the Ten of Cups, the High Priestess, the Judgment, Scorpio energy, Pisces energy, Aquarius energy, Aries energy out here. Strong, very strong Aquarius energy. But it is like, it almost like gives you like a fresh perspective. New, like it's like it gets you back into like being excited about what you're doing. Also, it feels like maybe you might have taken on too much that's like outside of the realm of what the direction that you want to be going. And it's like, wait, you're kind of feeling like off track a little bit. Overgiving is coming up very strongly here. Oh yeah, overgiving. Just because you got it don't mean like, just because you have it don't mean that you got it. You see what I'm saying? And so everybody expects you to show up. Like they're like, oh, you got it. So, can I have it? And you're like, wait, no, I have it. Doesn't mean you got it. You know what I mean? And because you are very responsible, you will take it. Like they know that you will take it on, so they don't even question it. This is like a matter of like, teaching people who you are and who you are now, who you are in your evolution, and expecting them to rise to the occasion, and being like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And I can't do it. It's not sustainable for me. So you got to rise to the occasion now. Right. And it doesn't mean, oh yeah, to do their part, to put in their work. It's like a missing piece of the puzzle here. Somebody is like, you're like, no, like I've done all of this. Can you put the last piece? You can put the last piece in there. Emperor and the Empress. For some of you, this is in relationship. You're like carrying the heavy load in a relationship, and you're like, hey, bro, or sis, I've been like, I feel like I'm having one-sided conversations here. I feel like I'm doing all of the directing here of this relationship. Can you meet me halfway? Meet me in the middle. Pull some of this weight. Like I did all of this. Can you put that last piece in? You know what I mean? I think, how is this received? How is the truth received? They just waited for you to say something. They didn't, like, somebody was like, oh, you should have said something sooner. Like, you should have said something sooner. I'm sitting here having it my way. And like, I didn't realize that you were struggling. They're like, oh, okay. This is like somebody's like, oh, I just been having a good time. I didn't realize, I thought we were all having a good time. I thought you liked doing this much. You know what I mean? And they're like, okay, let me get let me get it together. It's kind of like reshaping their perspective. You're reshaping their perspective. Once you have a clear perspective on like what it is that you need, the I am, right? The me versus the we, or the me in conversation with the we. It's like then you can really express that to other people. I feel like they're going to show up for you. I feel like they didn't realize, like maybe they thought everything was all good. They thought it was all good. You're like, no, actually, no. Actually, no. Yeah, and they're gonna help. They're gonna like bless you. They're gonna bless you, help you to drive something help you to be successful at something, help you move like, especially if there's like something that's like stalled out. And you're like, I don't have any more gas. They're gonna bring the gas and the gas can. They said they have the ability. They got the gas and the gas can. They just thought you had it. They just thought you was going to do it. They thought you was going to do it because you're so unemotional. I saw the King of Cups. It's just because you're so like reserved and unemotional about it. Like if they had felt overwhelmed, they would have been like, yo, this is not working. This is not happening way sooner, right? And so they just expect that other people are going to do that too. But that's not your vibe. Your vibe is like, okay, I can do it. Okay, I can do it. Okay, I can do it. Until all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, I'm doing way too much. And you feel like you're losing out. You're like tired, you're feeling depleted, possibly depressed because you don't have enough time to do things that you want to do. You're setting up clear boundaries here. You're teaching people what you want, what you need, and that's going to bring a lot more success, a lot more opportunity for everybody. It's going to bring a lot more opportunity for everybody. You're going to be able to materialize a lot more success, and you're going to be feeling like, okay, getting your glow back, not feeling so tired, not feeling like blocked almost. Like I hate like, it's almost like you start like that resentment starts to fade away once you set up those clear boundaries. And there's like an optimism that comes back into play, right? Okay. Whew. Let's do a mystical shaman to wrap this reading up. If you made it all the way to the end of this reading, let's see. Let's get the puzzle pieces, because you put like the whole puzzle together, and all you're asking is for somebody to put like a couple like the few last pieces in. You know what I mean? Let's get the puzzle pieces here, because I think like once you tell the truth about how you're feeling, about what you're needing, about how you're evolving, and how that evolution no longer makes whatever you have set up here sustainable, somebody else is going to be like, oh, wait, I got that piece. No, it doesn't feel like that's like mean-spirited. It doesn't feel mean-spirited at all. It feels like almost like they didn't know. Let's see, the wind here. The wind is the card that came out. So let's see. 63. Boom. Okay. It says, the symbol of the wind represents the element of air. It rules communication, thought, song, and inspired ideas. It also signifies change with qualities both positive and negative. The wind blows from each of 4 directions, and there are different qualities bestowed by each. The south, carrying a sense of trust, helping you gently begin to discard habits and parts of you that are no longer needed. The west, calling you to more introspection, to a willingness to make final decisions, to let go of attachment and ego desires. North, moving to bring you wisdom and strength. And east, carrying clarity of vision and purpose. Whichever way the wind is blowing for you, the message which the wind whispers or shouts is a challenge. It may take courage at first to turn and face the wind, but you will find exultation in moving toward it and receiving its lessons. When the spirit of the wind comes calling, it is a sign of change. Perhaps you need to change your mind about something. Perhaps an old way of doing things has become automatic, and now that you've gained greater clarity, you can make a new choice. Regardless of what that change is, you can expect to be understood and have clear communication with others at this time. Ideas are solid, and the shift that is being called for is in the highest good of all. And that is what I said, y'all. Don't play with me with these cards. Anyway, that's the message that I have for you. I hope it resonated with some of you out there. Remember, you can join us over on Patreon. Check out my new channel, Cloud9 Affirmations. And until next time, I am sending you so much love, so much peace, so many blessings. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.